What is up, folks? Welcome back. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast crap. Hang on. Always do that. I always do that. Why didn't you remind me?
I didn't know you were going to do it. You should have told me that you were going to.
One of these
now, it's too late, Sid Vicious.
One of these days, I'll remember. We're going all great old gangsta on you tonight for this review of Impact Wrestling from Smash This Podcast. The chat's already blowing up. This is awesome. Welcome, Styles. Oh, Styles is in the chat. Oh, Styles is here.
I'm here. High five to that.
Hell yeah. Ow.
Man, you are old.
I am. just don't slap me in the back. It's already broken. Just like that horrible broken accent. Caretaker's in the chat. Who else we got here? That's it for now. We'll get a few more in as the review goes on. Come on in. Sip a cold one. I can't do this. Big old bug four-eyed mother. What?
The duo has returned indeed.
Oh my goodness. We had so much fun last night. We had to do it again. Like I said, we're going all great old gangsta on you. Agents in the chat. Good evening to you. Welcome. Come on in. Crack a cold one. We're slipping some. What are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking Captain Morgan and Coke.
Oh. Last time I had that, I had a kid. I'm not feeling that squirrely tonight, just so you know.
I am. Cheap plug.
Don't be plugging nothing on me, man. I love you, but damn.
How is the heartburn?
How's the heartburn? Oh, that's right. Last week I had horrible heartburn. The heartburn's awesome. I'll tell you in the morning. Because we're probably going to crack some chips soon. We got the drinks flowing.
Yes, we do.
And we're just having a ball. Tonight's Impact Wrestling was, in one word,
awesome.
I'd say it was awesome. It was loaded. We got some surprises. We got a few debuts. How long they're going to stick around, I don't know. But I hope for a decent amount of episodes because we're on the road to Bound for Glory.
Yes,
and we
are.
got Bound for Glory coming up in less than 2 weeks. We got the go-home show next week. And then the big show, their biggest show of the year. Which I'm sure, knowing how this brand has been growing over the course of the last year plus, we're going to get even more surprises.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some turns within the next few weeks going into Bound for Glory.
Some turns.
Yeah.
Some twists. Some what kind of turns?
Maybe a breakup of a faction.
Oh.
But we'll talk about that later on in the show.
Okay, we will. Let's jump right into this. This one, like I said, we're hailing from Mexico. We got one more to go before the big show. No, we're not talking about that big show. We're smart.
Yeah.
We're smart. Oh, damn. We're smarter than that. Caretaker says, I was right about Eli's opponent. You were. If you said LA Park or La Parka, see, now I think, are they one and the same?
Yes, they are the same.
Okay. Because I thought there was like two of them. I'm not big on the whole, because I haven't seen him in a long time.
The chairman of Mexico City has multiple names.
Okay. But he is the same one that used to hail from WCW.
That's correct.
Dancing on the chair.
Dancing on the chair.
See, that's what I remember.
With the chair, getting revenge with the chair. The chairman.
The chairman.
Professional wrestling.
All right. So, and we'll get to that too. So yeah, we had all sorts of surprises. This was a great episode in my opinion.
Yes.
I know I know some people are looking at this build to Bound for Glory as weak, and I I understand. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, you're stupid for thinking that, because we're all entitled to our own opinions.
Yes, we are.
And I'm not going to crap on you for your opinion, because we all have a certain way of thinking. We all have people who we like. We like feuds that we like. We got feuds that we're maybe not so hype on. And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel, though, that this episode of Impact Wrestling has made a drastic turn for the better in the build to Bound for Glory.
Oh, absolutely. You know, over the years, the Bound for Glory series has been one hellacious event. This is basically their WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
And over the last few years, they've been trying things out to build up a better Bound for Glory. But this year, you know, just like race fans said, they should have brought back the Bound for Glory tournament. I believe that was when you wrestled for points.
Yeah, it literally was a tournament. And I don't blame them for eliminating that. Not that it was a bad thing, you know, because I'm sure there were a lot of like old school TNA fans still watching this brand that were looking for that. And till you just brought that up, I completely forgot about it. But that's because I've been a fair weather fan over the years. Whereas now I'm devout. I'm excited. I review it every week.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. And I'm going to be very, very drunk.
Well, you better behave yourself, you crazy Styles, you.
Down, boy.
All right. Oh, all right. So it's not that kind of show. I better catch up. All right. So, but I see there's new blood running the show. That's a huge part of it.
Yes.
And they're going for show quality now. They're going for a little bit of shock value, and I'd say it's working.
It's definitely working. You know, I've been watching wrestling for the last 30 plus years. Yeah, I know I'm old, but watching an alternate brand versus the other brand, you know, watching TNA evolve into just Impact has been spectacular. I don't watch it like I used to, mainly because I don't have time to watch wrestling all the time anymore, but from what I've been seeing lately with the Impact brand, you know, Don Callis, you know, he's doing a great job.
And Scott D'Amore.
Definitely Scott D'Amore. You know, they're doing their hardest to make this a better brand than what it has been in the last decade. It's
got a whole new can of paint. And it's not, you know, and some people will come back, the trolls will come back and be like, oh yeah, well you can't take a trash can of painted gold and make it better. It's like, okay, no, this is a completely new, you know,
I should try that.
Completely. This is a completely new can, folks. Shiny, spanking, brand new. Dude, I hate to be that guy, but I feel need to put some context as to why the crowd was booing him. Oh, we were talking about that. We were wondering.
Yeah, we were definitely wondering.
Tonight,
you know, you said it yourself.
Was AAA's cash in on the character when the original left. The original now goes as LA Park. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused, but
I might have to drink some more to understand.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. I'm just reading it again. I'm trying to cash in on the. Oh. So it wasn't the original?
I guess not.
Is that what you're saying? It wasn't the original? I'm trying to. Okay. Because from what I thought, LA Park was, I mean, they called him La Parka.
Back in WCW days.
Yeah. Well, they call him La Parka on the show tonight, too.
Everything, even the camera angles, is so much better than TNA.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the production, the overall, from top to bottom, from backstage segments to everything, has been even better. And I've been even impressed with, and this is not a knock on, them being in Mexico. I was like, okay, what are they going to do in Mexico? Obviously, they prepped everything. They knew exactly what they were going to do. This all, I feel, ran smooth as hell.
Yeah, I thought it was a well-placed product, from start to finish of the show. Every match was spot on, and I believe it was that opening match is what got me going.
Oh, Swan versus Seidel. Let's start talking about this before it's like, okay, they're talking about it, but they're not talking about it. So let's talk about it.
Let's do that.
So we get the opening match of Rich Swann versus Matt Seidel. These two have been, well, at least Swann's been dying to get in the ring with Seidel for a while now. And finally has the opportunity to get his hands on him. These guys had a tremendous match.
Oh my God. I honestly, after watching every match tonight, I think that right there was match of the night for me.
Absolutely. I mean, the main event was a crazy-ass brawl, which had a lot of very fun spots. But as far as match of the night, yeah, I got to say,
I mean, it was a complete spot fest, but it was a good spot fest. Everything was on, there were no botches, no mistakes whatsoever. These two had great in-ring chemistry, and that's what made this match magical for me tonight.
They do. It's the best of the X division. And if you look at the X division compared to what was years ago, yes, it's completely different. Yes, I miss guys like, Daniels, Kazarian, and the list goes on and on. Shark Boy. Okay, maybe not Shark Boy. Shell, yeah.
Yes, drink out, J-Bone. We got a long show ahead of us.
But you've got all the hottest talent right now in the X division. Right now, you got Seidel, you got Rich Swann. Cage is just ridiculous, and he's not even defending at this year's Bound for Glory.
Oh wow, that's sad.
It's different, but I feel like the feud has to end at some point. Bound for Glory is a good place to end it.
Yeah,
and he can, and it's not going to take any shine off of the X Division title, because where it could go after Bound for Glory, I wouldn't be surprised if Callahan doesn't go for it.
Yeah, there's always that possibility,
There's no reason why he can't.
It doesn't have to be exactly on, a weekly Impact show. It could be at the next pay-per-view.
It can be. And because the roster's getting loaded, and even still miss Sabin and Shelley. Yeah, and Shelley even just retired recently.
Yeah, which was pretty sad as well.
It is, but he's had a long ass career.
Yes, he has. I mean, starting out in the Indies and then working his way to TNA. Yeah. I mean, the guy has one hell of a resume in the wrestling world.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at.
And to give it all up, good for him. I'm happy for him, though.
Yeah.
He risked it all. He did what most of us couldn't do. So,
yeah.
Hats off to you, Alex Shelley.
An incredible talent from the Midwest repping. And Sabin is actually going to come back to Impact this coming weekend.
I can't wait to see that.
It's and I'm probably going to be reviewing, because we're going to be crashing a fellow podcaster's wedding this coming weekend. We're going to Dizzy's wedding. Dizzy from Rambling About Wrestling. We're coming for you, brother. So it's the BCW Border City Wrestling that's up in Canada. It's their 25th anniversary show, I believe. And I don't remember who's all in the match, but I know Chris Sabin is part of the show. So, hey, it's kind of like a comeback. Not really.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Anything is possible in TN or Impact Wrestling, brother.
Well, I think he's probably under contract with Ring of Honor. But Impact and Ring of Honor have been working together.
Yeah, they have a good relationship still.
Yeah, it's not like it was a couple of years ago. Walls are getting broken down.
Yeah, it used to be all about territories, but I think what's going on is all these independent brands are starting to go with alternative companies versus the corporate company, and they're bringing in bigger and better stars, legends, everything, you name it. They're going to throw it all out there and be like, hey, we don't need this other product anymore. We got you guys, and we want you to represent us.
Yeah, and there's more people showing up on more brands, and as they build their own brand as an individual independent worker, it's just better for everyone. Blood Rain is in the chat. Good evening. Yo, I'm late. Ethan Page signed to Impact. Whoop. Yeah, he debuted. In fact, we were just talking about that first match. Ethan Page showed up and interfered in the match, showing off his LAX side again. Actually, this is a tribute to Gangster Grado.
Grado, yes.
Gangsta Grado, because he was working it tonight. I can't do a full thing because otherwise I'm going to hit this guy in the head and not be rude because he's my guest.
I'd sell it.
In fact, you could work this too.
I'm sure I could.
I got a bandana here. You put up the hoodie.
I'm not gangster enough.
But yo, you're East Coast. Actually, you're Florida now.
Yes, sadly.
So you're more like Cuban gangster, Florida kind of. Not what?
I don't know.
What?
I got terrible gang signs.
Anyways, that's right, Gangsta Grado. Can you give us a homicide? Bleh! No, that's about as good as that gets. I'm not.
Yeah, don't ask me. I don't do it.
You're not. I think you did a bleh in the bathroom earlier.
Yes, more like shat.
But yes, let me tell you, no one in this room is more excited than me.
I'm excited
about Ethan Page being back in Impact Wrestling. And I just explained it to him earlier that he did a quick stint. It was right when, if you folks don't know this, it was right when they started doing, excuse me, tapings in Canada. 6 months ago?
Something like that.
Within the last half year. And they were just starting to really break out of Florida. That's right. Chandler Park. That's right. And showed up to help his cousin Joseph Park of Park and Park. Yeah. And it was funny. And it's not the Ethan Page character I wanted, but I felt it also gave another dynamic and showed how good Page was. But he showed up, and they didn't show his face until the end of the match because he just showed up. The ref was distracted. He power bombed Rich Swann from outside of the ring to the inside from the apron over the rope.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
And they, the way Josh Matthews said it was kind of funny. It made him sound like he was like Triple H size. I don't think he's Triple H size, but he is a good sized guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came to become a big fan of Ethan Page while I was watching Flow Slam over the last couple of years before its demise. He was running wild all over Evolve, and I felt he should have been Evolve champ, but then he parted ways, and I was shocked. And then he became, like you said, the hottest free agent. And you had to watch the promos because I felt they were gold as far as wondering where he was going to show up next. And he showed up everywhere, including Impact Wrestling. Your thoughts on Ethan Page's invasion / arrival?
I thought that was pretty impactful. Coming out there, just, getting involved in a match, power bombing freaking Rich Swann.
Yeah.
And of course, the ref, clueless as can be, as wondering, what happened to Swann? Why is he laying in the ring like this? And then, of course, Seidel finished him off, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah. The interference caused the loss of Rich Swann. And then later, and I'm going to just skip ahead to the challenge. Later on, a challenge was given from Seidel and Page to Swann to show up at Bound for Glory and bring any partner. So your phone was excited about that.
Yes, it was.
So at Bound for Glory, we're going to get a surprise partner of Rich Swann. Any quick guesses who it might be?
I honestly don't know, but we will let the chat decide.
Yeah, put it in the chat if you have any thoughts about who the mystery partner may be that shows up. Someone
who probably hasn't been in the company before.
No, it's going to be. Somebody put it in the chat already. No, someone said online, I was reading right before we went live, hopes it's Pac.
I was about to say that.
Or Neville.
Who's Neville? He doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, keep it a kayfabe. No more Neville. We're calling him Pac. Pac.
Mouse.
If we're talking, what? If we're talking, yeah, I heard they almost made that. Thank God they didn't. Jeez Louise. I think Pac would be an incredible addition to the X division.
I think so too.
It would absolutely add more star power. Blood Rain says Jack Evans. That would be incredible too. In fact, we get that.
He would be a strong candidate.
I hope Jack Evans does a lot more.
Like you said, shock value.
Yeah, because Jack Evans, I mean, he's had what, a 20-year career?
Something
almost
like that.
If not more, to close to a 20-year career. My introduction to him was Wrestle Society X.
Oh God.
He's been all over the place, all over the world. AAA, Europe. Most recently, I became a big fan of his in Lucha Underground, part of the Worldwide Underground, along with Mundo and PJ Black and Taya and Ricky. Ricky Mundo, that Ricky. So yeah, it could be a number of people, but those would be like, I think, my top picks right there. Anybody off the top of your head, Styles, who you'd like to see?
Well,
show up who you, I mean, you could really pick anyone, because look who's the X Division champ. But if you're thinking unique X Division, what do you think?
Save us that Y2J.
I have no doubt he's going to show up, but I think if he's going to come to Impact Wrestling, it's going to be a bigger purpose.
Yeah, I know. I was just being smart.
No, but I mean, hey, why not, right?
But hey, you know what? That's a shot in the dark right there. You want to make an impact.
Duke
You're going to use the guy that invented the Cruiserweight division. Well, he didn't invent it, but he invented a lot of other things.
Well, if you look at what he did in WCW with the cruiserweights,
But he's a heavyweight.
Eddie, well, yeah. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. I mean, he made history with those guys 20 years ago. So,
yeah,
I mean,
I'm going to go with Blood Rain on this one as well. We're going to go with Pac.
Could be. Duke Togo says Angelico would be cool. Yes, I have been dying for Angelico to show up in Impact Wrestling. He went away from AAA where he was for a while. Obviously, was also in Lucha Underground. And he's stayed in Europe. He's been working in some dojo over there, training other guys, which is incredibly unselfish of him. A lot of people thought he might leave AAA and go to NXT. He's been on their radar for a while. And I've talked about that in my channel before, somewhere within the last couple of years. All right. God, we're how long into this and we're only on the first match. All right, so Ethan Page, debut, kicked ass. Let's move on. Moose, we next have a situation with Moose, a hostage situation with Moose and Alicia Edwards. It's some sleazy, well, I don't know, sleazy. It could be sleazy. Some abandoned club in Mexico, which goes on throughout the episode, which was a little goofy, but it's meant to build drama.
Moose, you nasty.
Oh, that's reference to what I was talking about last week in his match when Moose was digging in his drawers, and I did the Moose, you so nasty segment and cued the music and put on the shades. And did you see that?
No, I missed that.
You missed that? All right. Well, we won't replay that. He was just really mean in this one. He wasn't as nasty in this one. If anything, Eddie Edwards was nasty. He gouged Killer Cross's eyes. That's pretty nasty.
And he beat him with a Singapore cane.
Kenny. Mm-hmm. The cane is called Kenny. Just Kenny? In case you didn't know.
Kenny?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Kenny the Cane.
Kenny!
Don't kill Kenny.
Well, at least he didn't name it Nikki. Or any other Spirit Squad members.
Oh! Damn.
Kenny!
Zing! That took a while. Sorry. Kenny! Okay. Yeah. See, you got to do like the thing with it. Nikki!
Oh, God, yeah.
Who was the other ones?
Kenny, Nikki, Mitch. Don't remember because they're not that memorable.
Ziggler!
Johnny, that's it. And someone else, some other jobber. Mikey.
Something like that. Dolphy? No. So yeah, the hostage thing was dramatic. I wouldn't say it was as good as like past cinematic moments, but it also basically built Moose's character. That was the priority of this segment, was to looking at the chat. Can't do this with a straight face. Because Moose is someone who I think a lot of people didn't know if he could pull off the heel move. And I think he's been actually doing a really good job. I think he's pretty
solid with it.
I think he's been doing great. He's been given a chance to talk. And that's something he hasn't done much before. He just comes out,
does his little intro, dominates in the ring, and then walks out of the ring satisfied.
Yeah.
But now it's like, now they put the mic in his hands. He's putting over Aries. He's putting over Cross. He's putting over himself. But I like his backstage promos or segments better than his mic work.
Yeah.
He's a little nervous still.
He's he's growing. He's growing into the character, and he's with guys like Cross, who already absolutely kill it on a promo, and one of the best in the industry as Aries. So you put him with these two other guys, he's going to do nothing but learn. And I said it the first week it happened, it's actually a stroke of genius.
Oh, absolutely.
And I blame it on production. And I think it just shows how good production is. It's like, okay, you're not going to put a bunch of guys together who aren't that good. No, take a guy who needs a little work in a department like that, needs a little molding, put him with the best on the show. What do you call that?
I call that creative genius.
Exactly. Exactly. A drink to that.
I'll drink all night.
Spit. Oof. I don't know if we're going to make it to that wedding. Would you do me a huge favor and give me a refill, brother?
You got it, brother.
All right. So as he's doing that, let's continue on to, oh boy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a refresher for this one. We now next have someone new on commentary joining a very sweaty Don Callis and fumbling Josh Matthews. Oh my goodness. I almost fell off the damn couch. I was laughing so hard at this. We get the introduction of Scarlett Bordeaux, and it becomes like Three Stooges slapstick, these guys trying to get to the end of the stage and help her up. Don Callis shoving Josh Matthews out of the way. I lost it at that. Completely lost it. I was like, you have got to be kidding. Thank you, my brother.
You're welcome.
Your thoughts on this whole her coming up to commentary?
I wish I had a water bottle to squeeze right now. Because not only was Don Callis wet, but so was she.
Oh, my phone went in the air for that one.
Your facial reaction said it all tonight. Let me tell you, it wasn't about scouting talent tonight. It was about her just strutting her stuff.
Woo! Oh my goodness!
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I love you, honey.
Oh, yeah. So she's out there scouting talent, and who comes out to the ring? But Eli Drake, and putting out his open challenge to anyone. Tonto C. Dude, you just need to move to Wisconsin.
I should.
You totally should.
Someday.
If anybody wants this man, CM Styles, to just move to Wisconsin, smash that like button and smash that sub button.
And ring the little bell. You don't know what you're missing.
I don't know what that's going to accomplish for CM Styles. But yeah, ring that bell.
Ring a lot of little ding-ling-ling-ling.
Come on and ring.
Well,
my
exactly
bell.
Little, but yeah, ring
that my bell. I'm going to stop singing. All right, so Scarlett comes up to commentary. Callis and Matthews absolutely lose it. It's, oh my God, it was the laugh of the night. It was hilarious. Wisconsin Buds. Yeah, he's actually from Florida.
Well, originally from Pennsylvania. I'm a Northern Yank.
By way of the East Coast.
But me, I am worldwide.
Yay. I don't know.
Third eye, baby.
What? Oh, you're opening the... Mine's covered up. I can't see. Anyways.
Open your eyes.
It's a little tight. And it's getting warm in here. Jeez. Louise,
man, talking about a little bit of rum and coke.
Talking about this, it's the smoke show's fault. Oh, and she was all over the place tonight.
Yes, she was.
So Eli Drake makes a challenge, and who comes out to Answer the challenge.
La 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 parka. Where'd that come from?
That was beautiful. Open up the third eye.
Oh,
Scarlet.
Man, we're never gonna complete this show tonight.
Stink eye. All right. We'll get to that in a bit. Because that line was priceless. So we didn't get much of a match between LA Park and Eli Drake. And we talked about how weird it was to hear the crowd boo LA Park, but
now that we got a clear understanding of who it really is, it's a thinner version of La Parka.
Yeah, so it's not
it kind of caught on to that now that you know these guys have mentioned it.
Yeah. My chat room is awesome on Thursday nights. They help out. They help fill in the blanks. They're good fans, and I drink to you guys watching. It's much appreciated. We give you applause. We love you. We do it for you.
We do it for the. Oh wait, wrong company.
What?
What?
Did it for the.
Did it for the rock?
No. Back that ass up. No. So LA Park wins via count out. Eli Drake has had enough after a few moves and goes to the back. Not a great match, but comical nonetheless. I think the star of the entire segment, honestly, was Scarlett Bordeaux on commentary because it was
and we even had a chair involved. But like you said, Eli Drake wanted nothing to do with that.
Nope.
And neither did the crowd because they did not care about this match whatsoever.
Yeah, and that kind of threw off everything, which made us really question it. But
I thought we were back in the U.S.
Yeah, it was weird. It's weird.
It was.
I don't think it was the reaction they were looking for.
No, it wasn't. I don't think they're ever going to do that match ever again.
Well, it was just weird because LA Park's come out in AAA to cheers. Like Triple Mania when he beat Phantasma and Phantasma was unmasked, he was getting cheered from what I remember. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
But like you said prior to the match or during the match, maybe it was someone else under a mask. Do you remember who we were talking about?
Oh!
The Heat Magnet himself.
The Heat Magnet himself. Maybe we had another kind of invasion tonight. Maybe it was Roman Reigns underneath the mask. Had the long hair.
Who knows?
Smash that like button if you think Roman Reigns was underneath the mask. Oh, God. Yeah, we cracked that joke because we're like, okay, who gets more heat? Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns invade Impact Wrestling.
I would pay to see him under.
Oh, shit. We lost a viewer. They didn't like that idea.
LA Roman.
LA Roman. Beautiful. All right. I digress. We move on. Next, we have a segment with LAX and the OGs. This is really heating up.
Yeah.
Conan is trying like hell to keep that ceasefire going, and King is he's just razzing them. They're teasing them. I mean, they're really immature.
Oh, of course they are.
But
you know what? I like Conan's composure. Conan's composure, keeping, the new LAX, in somewhat of a peace mode. Of course, they said, give the word, boss. But you know what? He kept his cool.
Yeah,
it's a respect thing.
It also shows the maturity of LAX to listen to Conan because they look to him for the guidance that it's like, and it's been consistent. When Conan's been missing, I'm not saying that LAX can't do it without Conan, but Conan is a much needed piece in their puzzle. Because Conan wasn't around when they lost the titles. So, next week we are getting a summit. That'll be the go-home show to Bound for Glory, a summit between LAX and the OGs. You think that ceasefire is going to hold, dude?
I don't think so. I think it's going to blow up in your face.
I think it's going to blow up too, but we'll see. We may get an added factor to this whole thing to help the ceasefire going. Because we get surprises all the time. We got several tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if someone out of nowhere shows up and says, no, don't touch each other, because if you do, then...
We've seen this in other companies, different situations, and in the end, there's no holding back. They can't wait to get their hands on each other. All hell is going to break loose at BFG.
Yeah. Just made me think of that Kiss song. All hell's breaking loose.
I was thinking more like War Machine.
Better song.
Yes.
Better album. Oh, don't get me started on Kiss. All right, so then we get a promo backstage with Ethan Page and Seidel that break out the challenge to Swan to show up at BFG with a mystery partner, and we've talked a little bit about this, but the tagline at the end is what I'm getting to.
Yes.
They challenge Rich Swann to a match at BFG, show up with a mystery partner, and we'll take you on, we'll fight you. And they're talking about the third eye. And then Ethan Page says,
he'll put his foot up your brown eye.
Yeah. Of course.
I was like, that's not PG. But then again, guess what? This isn't a PG rated show.
Well, they try to. They try to, but they also have been doing a great job of putting that fine line, that edge of raunchy, a little dirty, a little nasty.
You got to have that nowadays. I mean, well, you don't have to, but it's really
with
hard.
The people that they have in the company now, it's ridiculously hard to say, okay, we're going to gear it towards 12-year-olds.
Yeah, we're not that northern-based company.
No, man.
We are Impact.
That's right. And how refreshing is it to hear this south of the border crowd from Mexico City, Mexico, chanting Impact Wrestling?
Dude, it's quite refreshing.
It is.
I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, you had the toxic fanboys that would always praise the show and talk about it, but to see fans from around the world actually cheer the name Impact makes it even better.
And you know what else they're doing?
What's that?
They're buying tickets.
Yes.
They're buying tickets and filling up places. Uh-oh, Blood Rain. They censored you. What did you do? Okay.
Yes. Let's do that.
We'll show it. Sorry, it's YouTube. It's not me. I love, unless you're saying something F-bomb against me, yeah, then I'll ban you. But no, I don't care. I'll let you guys say whatever. You don't offend me.
You don't offend me either.
Yeah.
I got too much thick skin, buddy.
All right. What you doing? Oh, refill time.
Shit's getting intense up in here.
Oh, my God. Just wait, folks. Just wait. So, yeah. Paige is going to insert boot into brown eye.
That's kinky.
It is. It's so naughty.
And you can see it on pay-per-view.
YouTube can't stop the madness. And neither can Smash This Podcast. We just let it flow. We just let the madness flow, don't you know, here on the show.
That's good stuff.
Hey, isn't it? It's yummy. I haven't had, like I said, last time I had that, I had a kid.
Last time I had that was a year and a half ago.
Did you have a kid?
No.
No?
That was too long ago.
Did you have fun?
I don't remember the night that well.
Then it was pretty fun. All
yes,
right.
It was.
We continue. Next, we get last week, Katriana informed the boys that she was going to bring a clown who is murderous.
Murderous Clown.
Murder Clown to Impact Wrestling, where he faced off with Joe Hendry. Oh my God. And the song was hilarious. I don't remember any lyrics from it, but it was funny because it involved a scary clown and Katarina, and I love these segments that they do with him. I mean, yeah, they're comical, and you need that in a brand like this. When you're trying to do something edgy, not everything can be PG-13 or R-rated.
Yeah.
You need that moment to like break away from the tension, from the blood, from the violence, and just have a good laugh. It's healthy. You know?
Absolutely. You know, although I do prefer edgy 24/7 because that's the kind of lifestyle I live.
Because you're hardcore.
Yes, I am.
Philly.
Not even close. But close enough. But yeah, you know, you do have to sometimes wind it down, give the crowd some comical relief, but I don't think this crowd understood what was going on.
Well, they like Murder Clown.
Mutter chode. Don't ask.
I don't know, because we were talking about liquors a lot today. So I was thinking Crown, Jack, Captain, the Admiral. Gosh, Wild Turkey.
That's some good stuff.
All right. I can't remember the last time I had that. It wasn't a pretty night though. That was a lifetime ago. So yeah, I liked the match between Joe Hendry and Murder Clown. It was short but sweet. Joe Hendry really didn't have a chance. Put on some a few good offensive moves, surprising offensive move. What did he do? He
used that raw strength. He did a fall away slam on Murder Clown.
Yeah, I mean that's a guy who's like twice his size.
But the thing is, after he did that, his back was pretty much done for the match.
Yeah, he couldn't even continue, which put the nail in Joe Hendry. And yes, the intro to this with the whole bandana on my head was tribute to Grado because I thought it was hilarious. Him showing up with the thing wrapped around his head, a la Homicide, a la, I don't know, Gangsta Grado.
Choice of drink tonight, buddies. Brought to you by Captain Morgan Spiced Rum.
There we go. Is that the original?
I believe so. Yes.
Original.
So cheers.
It's yummy. Yeah, so Hendry gets two big splashes, one to finish off the match and then one through a table. And Grado was no help, of course.
No, Grado was pretty much useless this entire match.
New Jack wore the bandana. Yeah. Hendricks, Conan, all those guys do. Yeah. And I don't wear it as well. Because, well, I'm just not that cool. But hopefully someday I'll be almost as cool. I've had a few conversations with Conan on Twitter. That makes you cool. That makes me a little cool.
Hey, you're hanging out with me, so that makes you cool.
Absolutely. I believe the conversation went something like, "Hey, did you hear about my podcast?"
What about your podcast?
Conan's got a great Codpast. Oh, dear God.
Codpast.
It's time for a refill, folks.
Give me that cup. Codpast.
Oh, my God, he's loony.
Let's put a little bit more in there. We apologize.
Just rum. No, we're not apologizing. We're having fun. We're not more than that. We won't. We're halfway through the episode. We want to make it through the other half.
Shit.
So Murder Clown gets a win. Two big splashes. Really ugly. So Catriona gets a little revenge on Joe Hendry for the we got a couple here.
Empty.
Oh, that's empty. You got a little in here? Okay.
A little bit in there.
Are these empty?
This one.
Oh my god, the pile is growing. Yeah. Keep track of your cans there, Styles. Hey.
But yeah, like you said, she had enough of Hendry, and not only that, she also gave a low blow to Grado.
Yeah, which okay.
Or was it? Oh, maybe it wasn't her. No, Murder Clown gave a low blow to Grado.
No, it was Katarina.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah,
all I know is he got kicked in the nuts, and he was rolling out of the ring, and then the table was set up, and
no, because that's why Grado couldn't help Joe, because that's what Katarina did. Because Grado, and now it's all coming back to me now. All right.
This is live, mate.
It's getting dizzy. It's getting dizzy. Grado was gonna try to stop. He was trying to reason with Murder Clown.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't reason with Murder Clown.
You can't reason with anybody, really, when you think about it.
He's not that good of a motivational speaker.
No, he's a motivational ass kick.
That's right, Blood Rain. Grado was singing soprano. He probably was. Just couldn't hear it on camera. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pig.
Hog.
What is next here? Oh, okay. This segment got a little goofy, but like I said, it's all build. I felt this whole thing was to help build character for Moose, build the heel character, and I felt they did a good job. Whether you liked it or not, it shows that Moose is growing as a heel, and I feel he's doing well. Your thoughts on the whole Eddie rescuing his wife from Moose and Killer Cross? He laughs. How can you laugh at a kidnap, dude? You're sick.
Oh, no, I'm a sadistic motherfucker. This segment was pretty balls to the wall. We've seen hostage situations in TNA before. For anyone that doesn't remember, James Mitchell kidnapping Christian's wife back in mid-2000.
Oh.
It kind of reminds me of that situation all over again.
Was it, wait, 2000?
Not 2000, mid-2000. Like 2005, 2006.
Mid-2000s.
Like when Christian was out of the WWE for a while, and he went over to TNA to help support the company a little bit. And during that time, I don't think she was kidnapped. I think she was stalked. But it brings back that feeling. I
don't remember that, but I remember Christian being there. I don't remember I know that Christian was champ for a while. I remember that.
They got Christian's wife involved in the situation and in the storyline, and I thought that was pretty intense. I was like, we've seen husband-wives situations in other companies, i.e. WCW and WWE.
Triple H stuff.
But nothing like this. Nothing this intense. Like you said, they're really building up Moose's character as a heel. I'm glad that he's a heel. He needs something like this. I don't think he was a heel I believe in ROH for a little bit, but then they turned him face, and he just had one hell of a face run.
I was gonna say Moose used to be teamed up with someone, but no, I'm screwing that up. That was Keith Lee was teamed up with Taylor.
I forget who he was paired with in ROH.
Was he paired up with anyone?
Yeah, he was with somebody, and then I forget who did the Book of Truth. I forget what his name is. Truth Martini. Truth Martini was their manager. Yeah, this goes back to a couple years ago.
Okay.
So
no, I know Moose got his start in Ring of Honor. I remember that, and then he spent like between a year to 2 years in ROH, and then went to
Veda Scott. Thank you, Veda Scott. She was the mouthpiece, while Truth Martini was just wrote the book because he had to retire from wrestling.
Oh, was he with the Miracle?
I don't remember him being with Bennett.
Stokely. I don't think it was Stokely Hathaway. I've only known Stokely Hathaway to be with Evolve, but I know he's in other indie companies. But I don't remember Stokely Hathaway being in Ring of Honor.
I mean, my memory's not as good as it used to be, but I remember.
Neither is mine.
We're just getting old. Both of us.
But that's why we have great fans to help us remember and to.
Yes. You guys, you're the bullets and we're the sponge and we're absorbing it.
What?
Wait, what?
The bullets and the
Bullet Club?
We continue. Oh, boy. We're almost there, folks. Hang in there.
I know. We need more rum.
How much of that bottle is left? Oh, we put a nice little dent in that.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, so glad I could be a part of this.
I know, right?
I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. I hope you don't plan on wearing that.
I got laundry to do. It's all good. All right.
Awesome.
Eddie saves Alicia. Then he calls up Johnny and says, all right, Moose and Killer Cross are busy. Go take care of
Austin Aries.
Aries. It's been a long week. So then Johnny's looking for Aries. Can't find him. Looks all over the place. Finds a guy in the dark in the corner and says,
that was weird.
Yeah. He's like, you seen Aries? He's like, no. And he comes out of the dark. He's like, what are you doing in the dark anyways?
Yeah, that was weird, man. Like, seriously, who sends in the dark in a dark hallway? And my God.
What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico, folks. He worked with Bennett and Impact in the beginning. Oh, yeah. In the beginning, yeah. Yeah, a minute when Bennett spent a cup of coffee and oh my goodness, it's blowing up your phone, baby.
That's my boy Stan the Man Styles right there. Another guy who should be in the Impact Zone.
Oh, East guy who's from the East Coast?
That's right. New Jersey Zone.
Was he hitting you up?
No, he's posting on Call to Kayfabe.
Oh.
Cheap plug.
Oh, on Destroying Kayfabe?
I wish. He should soon. But I'll have to plug his Intergender Bonanza 2. Here in a few months.
That'll be fun.
Actually, next month.
Sounds like something Joey Ryan should be a part of.
He was already a part of the first one.
Makes sense. Intergender personified. All right. Okay, then Johnny goes down to the ring, calls out Aries, and that promo was money. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
If you've been questioning why Aries is on the top of this brand, he just proved himself right there why he is. And it's not even in-ring talent here. It's mic talent. And it's something that Johnny hasn't been tremendous on, but he's certainly grown within the last few years being a part of Lucha Underground and like kickstarting his wrestling career again. And also doing some movies, I'm sure helped. He was Boone the Bounty Hunter. And which is sitting up there still. I still got to watch that. I'm a horrible fan. I got all these movies.
He's on a TV series called The Survivor.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I don't know how he's doing.
I don't know either. From what I heard, he was already off the show, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I know he
if he is, it's because he got voted off. Is because he's so damn good.
Exactly.
Because he's gonna put a boot in your brown eye,
and he's the master of parkour. Let me tell you, I never seen a guy that can move as fast as him.
Starship Pain to Aries. That was fun.
Yeah, But of course, Aries came out in a little arm sling, and
oh, that was priceless.
He probably cut one of the best.
He was doing his best J-Bone limping.
I think that was probably one of the best promos of 2018.
He really ripped Johnny a new one.
Yeah, he did. Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo. Who are you this week? Who are you going to be at Bound for Glory? Yeah. You know, he didn't want to beat his ass tonight. He wanted to wait till Bound for Glory to face Austin Aries, but he wanted to talk to him.
I mean, he put a whole lot of truth out there, but not all of it was the truth, because Johnny has been champion in several places he's been to. In fact, he held all of the championships down in AAA last year. And he has held a few championships this year. He is the new, what's that one out of California? It's got the pentagram as a symbol.
Oh, I don't know.
Black Craft Wrestling, something like that. He's their new champ. He's been champ other places out on the West Coast. So he's been Lucha Underground champion. He's been champ. But this promo was priceless, and
Johnny 205.
Johnny 205.
When I heard him drop the 205, I was like, oh my god, that was it right there. That was the final straw.
That was hilarious.
And of course, he hit him with the mic after that, and then he went to town on Johnny for a little bit, and then Johnny got his redemption.
He gets the upper hand. So next week, we're getting a 3-on-3. We're getting Moose, Killer Cross, and Austin Aries versus Johnny Impact.
Yes.
Eddie Edwards.
And
Fallah Bahh is going to get his revenge as well. Can't wait to see Fallah Bahh. We didn't see any of Fallah Bahh this week. We were talking about him during the episode, how good he's been.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's been funny. He's been, and he's a guy that as I started faithfully watching this brand more, I wasn't behind. It's not that I didn't like him. I just was like, what is Fallah Bahh bringing to the brand? And over the course of the last 6 months, Fallah Bahh has really brought a whole new side of comedy. I mean, it's not all comedy, but a good chunk of it is comedy with him and KM. Excuse me. And it's been a lot of fun watching him grow with the brand to the point that I want to go out and get the No shirt.
No.
Showing some panda love.
Why not get a yes shirt? Oh, wait. Wrong company.
That's a little, no.
Yep.
Yep. They broke up too.
Yes. Everyone's breaking up lately.
It's so sad. Don't break up with me.
Oh, man. I have to next week. I know. I don't want to. But don't worry, we're still going to keep in contact.
We will. I still love you.
Love you too, man.
We continue. So, then we get a quick segment with the the Desi Hit Squad. Almost called them the Singh Brothers. No, that's that other show too. Damn.
I know, man.
Flubbing up all over the place. Gama makes a match where Raju is going to face his partner.
To see who's the weakest link.
To see who is the weakest. Thank you, because I completely forgot why they were facing each other. And I got a feeling something else is coming. And if you watch my show on a regular basis, you think you might know what's coming.
One's going to turn heel on the other, I can tell you right now.
I wouldn't say that. I just think we're going to get a surprise to the Desi Hit Squad.
That too. See another tag team come out there and destroy him?
No. A new face. An addition, if you will, to the Desi Hit Squad.
Bring it on.
That's what I'm saying.
And bring your little stick so you can beat each other up with it too.
That's right. Bring your mop. Bring your broom. We ready. Well, not we. as in
But they are.
They'll be right. Not me. Not him.
I'm not ready yet.
My body's ready.
All right, Reggie.
Next week, what? Next we get the Smoke Show. She's walking all over the Impact Zone looking for new talent.
Oh, this was good.
The Smoke Show. Scarlett Bordeaux walking around backstage, checking everyone out. We get an introduction. Who do we see in the back?
We saw lots of talent in the back.
Some new faces.
Yeah, we got Jack Evans.
Jack Evans, a very pleasant surprise. And I didn't know who it was at first, but I saw the match that was made, so I figured out who it was. Puma King.
Puma, yeah.
Someone else growing down in Mexico.
Expand the horizons going into the Impact Zone now.
Hell yeah, man.
That's going to help out the company a little bit more.
And it just shows that the partnership between AAA and Impact is stronger than ever if we're doing more at talent exchanges like this. So she's back there looking for talent. We see Jack Evans having a little quick conversation with Puma King. She walks into another room, and we get Trevor Lee and Petey Williams start like competing with each other and trying to one-up each other, and
that was pretty funny.
Put moves on Scarlett Bordeaux, and Petey Williams was trying to teach her to do what?
The Canadian Destroyer.
The Canadian Destroyer, and put his head probably somewhere probably shouldn't be on TV.
Yeah. And Trevor Lee wasn't having any of it.
Trevor Lee looked more confused than anything.
Yeah. I was like, is this out of context? No, this is Impact Wrestling. Anything goes.
Almost anything. But yeah, very entertaining segment. Some new faces, a lot of comedy. And I can't wait to see. And just the fact that they put all these guys together makes me think that, okay, none of these guys is going to be who Scarlett Bordeaux picks.
No.
It's going to be someone brand new.
Yep.
And
more shock value, buddy.
Yeah, and it'll be new and it'll be great. And I can't wait to see who it is.
Rich
and
one.
It's probably going to be. He's young would like that. He's married. Yeah. We got to keep him on the straight and narrow.
Come on, I'm filtered.
Even though he likes to have fun all night long.
Sometimes.
Cue Lionel Richie. All right.
Wow.
So that cues the match for next week. We're getting
Fatal 4-Way.
A Fatal 4-Way. Jack Evans, Prince Puma. No, not Prince Puma.
Puma King.
Puma King. Did I say?
You just said Prince Puma. You're fired. Trevor Lee, Jack Evans.
Oh my God,
King
Ricochet
Puma.
is in the Impact Zone. What? Good night, folks.
He's just kidding. We're not done yet.
Cut him off. No, don't you dare. It's not Ricochet. Don't get all excited. Petey gave, let me catch up on the chat a little bit here. Puma King, father of, what? Okay. Petey gave,
Scarlett permission.
Guys are just confusing me more.
To use the Destroyer and she used as an indie show. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
So she uses that. So
that explains why.
See, and she hasn't wrestled a lot in Impact Wrestling. They showed her in one match on someone new in the chat. Dak. I'm going to screw up your last name, so I'm not going to say it.
Jack Davini.
Jack Davini. I hope we said that right. We need a pay-per-view with Vince Russo facing Cornette once and for all. Oh, that'd be ugly. Pure adrenaline match, no holds barred. Welcome to the chat, Jack. Thank you. If you're digging the content, don't forget to smash that like button and smash that sub button for more content, if you so choose to. So, Fatal 4-Way next week. New faces, new blood in the Impact Zone. Ton of new faces this week.
Yes.
Ethan Page, Jack Evans, almost said it again, Prince Puma.
What would Prince Puma do in the Impact Zone? I know what he would do. He'd be the king of wrestling.
Oh my god! I thought he already
take away from Austin Aries.
Thought he already was.
I don't know.
That's that other universe.
Yeah.
Which is why that show might go 2 hours.
And we'll talk about that another time.
We might. I haven't talked about that much lately.
Me either.
We'll see. All right. Next, we get a pretty good match out of Kiera Hogan versus Su Yung. Su Yung coming out with a win here. The end segment is what was very, very eye-catching, if anything. Solid match, though. And I got to give all the credit to Allie kind of waking the crowd up, because the Mexico crowd has not been tremendous, I'll say. Certainly not like the Rebel Complex crowd that we've had over the last few months. They've been good, and the fact that they do, spark up with a Impact Wrestling chat here and there, and they do cheer their favorites. The crowd has been very just surprising at times. But Allie woke him up. She did a great job getting them psyched for Kiera Hogan. Obviously booing Su Yung with the Undead Maid of Honor at ringside. Your thoughts on this match, Styles?
I thought it was pretty solid. I'm a big fan of women's wrestling. From all brands. Tonight we saw,
except for Brie.
Yeah. No, we can't talk about her. We'd be called bullies if we were talking about her. But hey, let's talk about that suicide dive that happened tonight.
Oh, that was solid.
That was very solid. So someone should take notes.
I gotta hope. I didn't take enough.
I know, right? But Hogan.
Oh, you don't mean me.
She really, really worked her ass off in this match.
You're talking about someone else that tried to suicide dive and horribly failed.
Yes, twice.
Oh, wait, we weren't going to talk about that. Continue.
No, we weren't, but we're going to anyway. Sometime. Yeah, I know. We'll probably lose viewers on this one, but it's all right. Not really.
I've got some pretty diehard. But see, I've been very diehard Impact Wrestling lately, but I haven't been to the point of, I hate WWE. I'm never watching ever again. No, I've got a lot of guys that I still love dearly in the WWE.
Yes.
A lot of my favorites. The brand is not my cup of tea. It's not, I'm not watching because of this guy, and I'm not watching because of that guy. No, just the product overall is just stale as shit to me. It ain't doing it for me. And when I woke up one day, and I've said this before, but I'll say it for the sake of Styles, because I don't know if he's heard me say it before. I woke up one day, and when I realized that I was watching it out of habit as opposed to wanting to watch it, that's when it went off in my head, and I was like, oh my God. And I think that's what a lot of fans do. They watch it Monday night and Tuesday night out of habit, not because they want to. And as soon as I stopped it,
feels good though, don't it?
It was weird. I'm not going to lie, because I've watched them for decades. It was weird. Yeah, for like a good month, I was like, whoa, what am I doing?
I've been watching I was watching for a long time. I mean, I'm a guy that grew up to the golden era. I'm the guy that grew up to the attitude era and the ruthless aggression era. And then we got the HD era, which was, No, that was ruthless aggression. But the HD era, that was the PG era. And of course, we all know why the WWE won PG. It wasn't because of,
No, this was ruthless aggression.
See, that's the thing. 5 hours a week. That used to be my passion. I mean, I'll watch it if I have to. And we'll talk about that sooner or later. Doesn't matter if it's on here or if it's on my show, Destroying Kayfabe, which you may or may not see again. But I would love to see it come back to this, back to YouTube.
It will someday.
Yeah, it will. Right now, I'm in the process of owning a new home, getting a new man cave built up.
You've had a lot of life changes recently.
Yes, I have. I relocated and I'm living La Vida Loca. But watching the show for 5 hours
Ricky.
a week, watching the same show for 5 hours a week. You need more rum, don't you?
Get all sassy on you, bitch.
See what happens when you get this guy drunk.
Oh, I am so not drunk. I'm just having fun.
Me too.
What? Sorry, I totally left you hanging there. I apologize. It's still fake. Hey, we don't use that F word. We don't use the F word.
That's the only F word I don't use.
Yeah, we don't call it that.
It's pre-scripted.
When you've got guys breaking and destroying body parts for the love of the sport, you can't call it fake. All right, that's all I gotta say about that.
The storylines might be, but
get well soon, Joey Janela. Go buy a shirt. Seriously, he's going to be gone for a while. Go buy a Joey Janela.
Speaking of buying shirts, I'm wearing it again just to support my group.
Oh, my goodness. If you want to be as cool as this guy right here, Mr. CM Styles, who bought the very first Smash This Podcast shirt, the link is in the description, along with another really good cause that we're going for. Smash This Podcast went pink for the month of October. That link is also in the description, courtesy of rantwithant.com and Wrestle Addict Radio. Raising money for, that was a mouthful, raising money for breast cancer
awareness.
Cancer research. Yeah, we're fighting cancer this month. So, yeah.
And speaking of that, I didn't talk about this last night when you talked about us going pink. My grandmother is a breast cancer survivor.
Well,
so for that, a
cheers.
Drink to you.
Hell yeah. Cheers to Grandma Styles. Wow, that was loud.
But
sorry.
Yeah, 5 hours of the same show every week. It became quite exhausting. It was really hard to talk about the show anymore. I hope to expand the horizons on Destroying Kayfabe with, Lucha Underground if we get another season here soon.
We're praying.
We're really hoping that we get a season 5. I want to get Access TV again just so I can watch New Japan and talk about that. I might just get the New Japan Network just so I can watch shows on
It's
there.
not a bad price. It's
$9.99 yen.
I thought it was even cheaper than that.
Or $7.99 yen. I don't remember. I'd have to take a look at it.
I forget. It's a good price.
But I want to talk about Impact more and more. I used to trash the product because the storylines were downright dull. It's where the corporate company is at right now. It's really 180, and it's really trying its hardest. And
it's so not, if anybody says, oh, it's the same old crap, no, it's not. And that just means you're trolling and you haven't been watching it. It is the alternative. And Smash This Podcast brings you all the alternatives: MLW, Ring Warriors, Impact Wrestling, Lucha Love from the Underground.
Yes, Lucha is awesome.
It's good stuff. Some of the best stuff out there. Even though it is a TV show and not a wrestling brand.
Yeah. But before we get off track anymore, let's talk about this match with Kiera Hogan and Su Yung.
Yeah.
I mean, that match was just downright insane. And the
back to Brie Bella. Oh, no. What?
Now, see, we're going to be off subject again. And now we're going to have to talk about that a little bit more. But we're not going to yet.
No, I'm kidding.
But Su Yung, her and Hogan put on a clinic. Who won that match again?
Su Yung did.
Was it Su Yung?
Su
That's
Yung.
right, because the dead bride or the dead bridesmaid got involved. In,
the undead bride from hell.
Whatever. I can't remember half of this shit right now. I'm getting pretty drunk off my mind. But
you're at least a cup ahead of me.
Maybe 2. I could finish this bottle tonight if I want, but
we got a wedding to go to, man. You shouldn't do that.
All right, we'll bring the bottle with us.
There you go. We'll share. We'll share with the party.
Yes, we will. We'll share at the hotel.
Shots for everyone.
I better buy 2 bottles tomorrow.
Shots for Gizzy, because he's getting married. He's kind of not. I mean, kind of. Oh, never mind.
Wrong nut. But yeah, in the end, Su Yung got the upper hand, and out comes more of the undead brides, or the bridesmaids, as we should say.
They're bringing out the coffin of death.
The coffin of death, that is correct. And they were getting ready to put Allie in it. Su Yung pulls out a glove, and she's getting ready to do the mandible claw, which she succeeded in doing, but of course, Hogan got involved, tossed Allie down the ramp, and she ends up getting put inside the coffin instead.
Yeah.
So she sacrificed herself for Allie. Allie, like they said, is losing lots and lots of friends to this coffin.
And Allie in the next segment said, I know what I have to do. What do you think she's going to do, man?
I think it's going to be a coffin match at Bound for Glory.
Oh, excuse me. Apparently my innards didn't agree with that.
That's too bad.
It's
last rights match.
Ignore her. I mean, my innards. I would love to see a certain someone come back to the Impact Zone.
There's a lot of people I'd like to see come back to the Impact Zone.
Have Allie raise a certain someone from the dead.
Ooh. The Undertaker.
She might be related to the Undertaker.
After tonight.
Rosemary.
That's right. Rosemary, isn't she coming off of an
I
injury
don't
as well?
know. I don't know if she's cleared. I don't know if she's been wrestling in the indies. That I do not know. I'm hoping. Holy cow, we got 13 live. Thank you, folks. That's incredible. That's not that might be almost a record.
Yeah, I know, right?
Gives yourselves, dear God. I'll give myself a mild pat on the back, as in I'm proud of the show. It's growing. Smash that like button and smash that sub button if you're digging the content. We're a little extra goofy tonight. We're sipping some drinks, just because we're celebrating a friendship that he's hanging with me for the week, and we're just being goofy. So hope you're digging the product. So yeah, Su Yung sticks Kiera Hogan in a coffin, and Allie wants revenge. And we've seen this feud with the Knockouts go on for a while, but I still feel it's refreshing. I don't feel like it's stale yet. No,
usually I would say that with another company, but what's going on right now in this company has been extremely fresh. Now, if you're going to do this within, or not within, but you're going to do this like a year straight, then it'll become stale, or within 6 months. I don't know. But I just think that this right here, this is fresh and new to me, especially for this company. Seeing coffins getting involved, that's up in the ante. We haven't seen a coffin since Sting versus Abyss.
Well, we have recently with Su Yung, but you don't know that.
Yeah, like I said, I've been out of loop with Impact. I haven't watched much wrestling in the last couple months due to the move. Although they got TV down there, I just don't really watch it. And
you've been preoccupied. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to call you a bad fan. You've had life to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of life.
He's on vacation now.
I'm on vacation, so I'm
bringing him back.
Yes. And it feels good to be back, folks. It feels good to be here with you guys, especially on this awesome show. And like he said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that little bell, get the little dingling in there.
Whoa, we're talking dinglings now.
I know, I need to drink. But yeah.
We're not going to talk about his dingling. Anyways, I digress. Good moment with the knockouts. I can't wait to see. There's been a lot of focus on Tessa and now Taya as of last week, which I think is tremendous. But you've got so much going on with the other knockouts. You can't leave them out of Bound for Glory. Something's got to happen. So we're probably going to find out. Well, next week is the go home show. We're going to find out next week.
Yeah, and that promo was pretty solid, or I should say the video package was pretty solid. They both called each other a bitch. That was pretty intense. But like Tessa said, you're going to find out what kind of bitch I can be in that ring.
That was a nice little reflection on last week, yes.
So
it was good, yeah.
It's going to be a pretty extreme match.
We're loca.
What's that pay-per-view coming up? Women's Evolution? Take notes.
Oh, yeah. And I feel bad for those girls. I really do, because there's some... It's so overlooked by everything else surrounding it. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
But let's not talk about that anymore. So, yeah, solid knockout section. We'll find out what happens next week with Allie and Su Yung and Kiera Hogan and the Undead Bridesmaid. And Coffin wins.
Coffin's definitely going to win.
Coffin's going to
take a victim.
The last segment, we get a nice little preview of Bound for Glory, an unexpected little preview. We get OVE with Callahan versus Cage and the Lucha Brothers.
That was pretty extreme. Let's talk about the Swolverine.
Oh, man. Just when you think you've seen Brian Cage do everything that he can do, he pulls something else out. And he's just proves in this match, even though the match was short and turned into a brawl, which it's okay. It just kind of builds up the feud. I'm not going to complain about it.
I'm not.
You better not.
I have no reason to complain.
Not on this show. No, I'm kidding.
And the sad thing is, I was only 2 drinks into the show. And now here I am about 6, 7 drinks in.
I was afraid you were going to miss half the show, but no, you were good, man.
Hey, man. Why would I want to miss out on it?
Well, you haven't had
I'm having the time of my life.
You haven't had a drink in a while, so I was a little worried that you were going to, pass out on the first one. I mean, my tolerance is shot to hell, but,
But yeah, this match right here, I mean, start to finish, it was extremely intense. Brian Cage hitting that, what was that, the second rope moonsault?
Oh my God.
I was like, where'd that come from? I mean, the guy came from the alternate universe known as Lucha Underground. And he did some pretty flippy stuff there, I believe. He was a powerhouse there. He's a powerhouse. He's not a luchador. But since he was teamed up with Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, I think he wanted to express his gratitude to the Lucha Brothers.
He's put people's heads through walls on Lucha Underground.
And then you got OVE.
Rest in peace, Councilman Delgado. And then walked away out of his office and stepped on his eyeball. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch Lucha Underground Season 3. Oh, my goodness. Some of the craziest, bloodiest shit I've ever seen on TV. But, yeah, this whole match did not disappoint.
No.
It started out as a match, got out of hand real quick. I don't remember who threw their hands on the ref.
It was Sami Callihan. He got his hands on the ref, tossed him on the ground. Ref's like, you know what? I had enough of this crap. Ring the bell.
Oh, it's because he didn't want to deal with Brian Cage.
Deal with Brian Cage. Yeah, exactly. And, of course, after the match, it was far from over. They were all hitting finishers on each other, clearing the ring, and then in the end, we saw a super suplex off the second rope into the crowd. And that pretty much wrapped up the show. They were still brawling, but that was the final major move of the evening.
Jack, to answer your question, if you want to know how the NWA is under Billy Corgan, go watch one match. Go watch the match between Nick Aldis and
Cody
from All In. Listen to the crowd, and that'll tell you how the NWA is doing right now. That's all I'm going to say. Hope that answers your question, and I hope you watch it if you haven't watched it already. So yeah, the show ends with them brawling. Nice little preview to Bound for Glory. We'll see what happens next week. It's going to be a free-for-all. I don't know if we're going to get any more surprises.
No, we're not going to see anything until Bound for Glory.
We got quite a few in this one.
Yeah. If I were Impact Wrestling right now, I would hold off until BFG. If you blow your load before BFG, then BFG won't be a big surprise.
Don Callis did.
Well, no, the water bottle did. But I think he was ready to, though. I know I was.
On that note, folks, we're going to wrap things up for Smash This Podcast. Thank you so much for joining. I think we had record numbers watching, and it makes me happy. It makes me happy that the brand is growing. I hope you share it with your friends. If you're digging the content, don't forget to sub. Don't forget to smash that like button and smash that sub and ring that bell. How's that go?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
For notifications. I love you, Styles. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you guys. I don't think we're doing anything else this week. I mean, we're going to be at a wedding. We're crashing a fellow podcaster's wedding this weekend, so I don't think I'm going to do any more shows this weekend. Impact Wrestling has 2 shows coming up, one Saturday and I think one Sunday. Or is it one Friday and one Saturday?
I think it was Friday, Saturday.
I forget. One is the BCW 25th anniversary show. So congrats to BCW. I will be watching that eventually whenever I get a chance to. I'll be reviewing it probably on Monday or Tuesday. Maybe you'll review it with me.
I would be more than honored to.
We'll see. And then we got the Motown, I think it's called Motown Showdown, which is going to be, I believe, a Twitch show. And I don't remember what company they're doing that with, and I apologize. But it's another Impact show this weekend coming up, and I'll be trying to watch that one at some point somewhere within the next week. It's going to be a busy weekend. We'll be away from here, away from TV, just celebrating love at a wedding. So, we'll catch up with all that stuff and more next week right here on Smash This Podcast. Thanks for joining, folks. Good night. Have a tremendous weekend.
Peace out.
Peace out.